Question from Seriously Syrian. I'm not able to pronounce S followed by TH as natives pronounce it. For example, is plus the. It really sucks. I don't know if the problem is in my teeth or it's just a common thing. For non-natives, this is a common problem. We're going to kind of try to cover this as a little mini deep dive because I want to give you all the angles here so you can finally get this. The first thing that might be holding you back is mouth posture. Okay, I haven't finished the mouth posture course as of this recording, but it's coming. If you haven't heard about that, go check out what I have so far about mouth posture. At least do phase 0 because that will help you even if you don't ever do anything with mouth posture. But if you're producing the S and the TH with a different mouth posture, that could be the reason why it's difficult to produce the combination. That being said, let's look at the range of possibilities we have here, because remember, English pronunciation is usually not either or, it's and, right? Say it with me, it's and. What we're gonna get here, if I fully enunciate, if I fully articulate, okay, I say is and the, is the, is the. So you go from the Z, which is gonna be roughly under that bump behind the teeth. Okay, if you're way up here doing your Z, bad placement, bad posture. If you're way back here doing your Z, bad placement, bad posture. You need to be around here. Okay, now you do Z, and then you slide into that TH. Z. If you don't have control over the Z and you don't have control over the th, it's gonna be a problem. Now also notice I'm talking about the Z sound. Why am I talking about the Z sound? Well, the example you gave is actually is, which uses a Z. You might sometimes hear it as is, not a straight S, but you will hear an S at the end because of partial end of word devoicing, which is a different topic. I think I have a lesson on that you can go check. Regardless, whether it's an S or a Z, that's going to be basically the same sound. One is voiced, one is voiceless, and you're going into that TH position. So it's going to work in a very similar way, right? Okay, so we don't have to change it. We'll just say is and the. So fully enunciated, you're going to slide from the Z into the TH, and you have to control that. So make sure you can do your endpoints, z, the, and then focus on the transition between them. Now, natives have other ways of doing this. That's just one way. Some other people have already commented on your question in the couple days that it's taken me to get to this. One person, Abdullah, mentioned dental T or D. Yeah, we can do that. As I've talked about before, you can use the dental T or D or a flatter T or D replacement for the TH sounds in American English. We'll interpret it, we'll understand it as a TH. So for example, instead of saying the, if you say the, not a regular D, not duh, okay, that will not sound good for replacing a TH. But if you say the, we'll understand it as a TH. We'll understand it as the word the. Now this is not informal. You'll hear this in the news, you'll hear this everywhere. Okay, most natives aren't even aware of it. Instead of trying to go from z to the, you can go from z to the. Now you don't have to put it on the teeth, it could just be flatter up here. Just make sure it's not a regular, nice, good, clear English D. That can make it a little easier because now you don't have to worry about sliding into that perfect, distance for the. Make that nice and clear. You get is the. So if I say, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best, is the best. Super common, super common. That's one thing that can make it easier for you. Now another person, Matt, made a comment saying that you can actually assimilate the TH into the S, in this case it's the Z sound, and say isa. Yes, but if you say is and a reduced to that will also be pronounced as is. It's going to sound like isa. So what's the difference? Well, if the context isn't clear, it might be confusing. Natives, usually if the context isn't clear, natives will naturally make a slight adjustment without really thinking about it. So I don't necessarily recommend to do the assimilation for this particular combination, but if you have generally a Z going into a TH, voice TH, it should work fairly well. Like if you say isn't that, is that, we do that all the time, right? That is not a word, so it's not a problem, right? Is that right? Is that right? So you basically have three options. Fully enunciated, is the, or is that, or you can do the dental T or D, is the, is that, or is that. Let me know if you have other questions related to this or anything else, and thanks for your question.